Yeah, it's really old. I'm sorry, you biased against like.
No, I'm biased against like not being able to see just a fucking gameplay video without like some douchebag running commentary in the background. I don't want to watch Markiplier do it. I don't want to watch. I don't want to watch PewDiePie play. Like I just want to see the fucking gameplay. I guess I'll watch Maximilian as if like that's even a better choice anymore.
Yo, he sucks anymore, man.
Yeah,
he's like unwatchable.
So this is like Pong?
You know, that's an even better way of putting it, yeah. With like special moves. And instead of trying to get the ball past them, you're trying to hit somebody with the ball. But like, so there's like a parry system. Like all you're doing is parrying third strike style. So it's like super reaction based.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty fun, I'm just saying.
How much is that game?
Steam sales coming up. It'll be $4 because that's what it was last time. Right now it's like 15.
I was
which is
gonna say $4 is okay. I was like, you're gonna tell me it's like 20.
Yeah, no, it's like 14 now, which is I don't think is worth it.
No,
but
no way.
The last Steam sale, well, it went down to $250 at one point, and I didn't fucking grab it. But yeah, Steam sales coming up like I think 2 weeks.
Cool. All right, I'll remind you so you can buy it for me. I'll take it for $0 next.
Yeah, all right. If you beat me in Marvel, sure.
All right. What's the plan? You want to warm up a little bit? You want to jump right in?
Let's
Somewhere in between.
Let's just jump right in. Let's
fucking do it.
Let's just do it.
Shit, man. Why am I nervous? Why? Or like one other person, depending. I don't know where. I'm not even gonna bother asking Jeff. I don't know where Matt is right now. He's not. I wonder if he might be working on mine.
Yo, is Matt even interested in this game like that anymore?
I mean, they're interested enough that like if it's like placement matches and the group of us are playing, they'll jump on.
Now arriving at Lijiang.
Here we go. Here.
Prepare to
I
attack.
got ranked at bronze.
Select your hero.
Alright, oh man.
I guess playing Hanzo.
This
is gonna have to, I think I'm gonna have to play Roadhog. Possibly healer. Nope, alright. Okay, alright. DPS blows, but you know. I can't wait for this these Reaper things to go live, man. I hope they're good. Did that fucking healer switch off? Really?
Yeah, yo, I played him a little bit on PTR. He seems a lot better.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
I live for a good fight.
Alright, should I heal? I don't really want to heal.
No. Screw it. Don't.
Well, I'll give it like a quick run and see what happens. This guy, dude.
5.
What'd you say?
4.
I'm just trying to think what we're gonna have to change.
1.
Nothing. We're already perfect.
Capture the objective.
This guy's like, who's Anna gonna heal? He's not gonna tag me. He's not gonna tag me. Unless he's like fucking super accurate. Whatever. It's outside, man. Positive attitude. Come on.
That's right.
They got Symmetra. Zero's almost down. Shit, I lost. Oh, I got Lucio at first. Mass Soldier. We have. Alright, nice. Soldier down.
The objective is now active.
So go switch again.
I'm dying. It's all good. Man, I don't know if I should. I might switch off to Winston.
Yeah, I kind of like switch off.
All right. Yeah. All right, after I blow this off.
Oh my god, I can't get that. Oh my god.
Switch it off.
Oh, what the fuck happened to me? Oh, I just need a missile. I'm switching off to soldier.
All right. Oh shit, we're getting wiped out. I'm falling back. It's all good. Yep. Oh jeez. No, it's my fault. That was terrible.
冻住，不许走！
Further experimentation required.
Fucker, god damn it!
Overtime.
This
That's it. God damn, that was on there.
I'm trying, but too late.
Drop the beat.
Well, that's that.
Onward.
I'll switch to Mercy after this.
I mean, I don't know what to do about it, but this guy needs to not be Anna
First
right now.
round.
Yeah.
Anna's a terrible choice.
Yeah. I don't think I got healed a single time.
Yeah, I don't think I did either, except for by Lucio.
Yeah, same here. Yeah.
0-1.
Buzz me. Fuck.
I'm back in the fight.
Someone's going to put a stop to your illegal activity.
Alright, switch now. I would switch now if you can.
Okay.
Alright, fuck
I'll
this.
be watching over you.
Sweet. Alright, man, I'm gonna trust him to do DPS, I guess.
Online.
I'll be busy soon enough.
5,
I feel like I played with this guy before. Like,
3,
Which one?
actually, I'm pretty sure we played with this at the.
Oh, Casper sucks.
Casper-
Yeah, we've
I
definitely
guess
we've definitely played with that
Casper,
before.
for sure.
Enemy sighted.
Damn, they're nearly wiped already. 3 of them.
Let's get you back out there.
God damn.
A clean bill of health.
I'll join some chat. See what's going
No,
on.
why? Just switching until they figure something that works. It's not gonna. There you go.
Soldier 76.
I mean, there's actually just
How I like it. Enemy sighted.
this mate sucks, dude.
Performance level.
Twitch, bro. I'm about to Twitch go rushing in like that, bro. Oh my goodness. Oh,
Not down. Where the fuck did he just go? Holy shit! Really?
I shouldn't have followed him. I'm playing that shit. No. Sorry.
Let's get you back out
Dude,
there.
they were fucking on point with these heals. God damn it!
Damage
I keep
increase.
hooking the soldier and I can't finish him off.
The enemy has a shield generator. Not in the map. Let me get you patched up.
Feeling spry.
Your support has arrived. Well done. I'm taking care of you. Damage.
Ah.
Kills him. Hey,
Immer
finally got
unterbricht
killed.
mich jemand bei der Arbeit.
Thanks, mate. Nice.
Drop the beat.
Bad. Fuck. Oh, fuck. Where the fuck's the team?
my
Holy
God.
shit!
There's nobody alive. Nobody.
Yeah, I see that.
This is a shit show.
A clean bill of
Yeah,
health.
we should really wait till there's like a third person. This is
Yeah.
round 2 lost.
Like, you want to see Krista wants to play for real?
Score 0
Like,
to 2.
This is not gonna fly like at all.
Yeah. All right.
But like here we go already though, man.
I'm back in the fight.
These guys fucking found this.
I am ready to roll.
Healing stream engaged.
Zenyatta is here.
Tracer here.
It's got 5 hours on this. Yeah, there we go. Yeah.
You said 5 hours on Lucio?
Yeah. 8 minutes on Tracer. You can see. Alright, man. This is good up to you and me. Yeah, we got double. We got triple heroes now.
Objective.
Let me switch. That's the draw.
What a bunch of misfits and
Alright. Yeah.
Look, what is he? Okay, yeah. Fuck this May, man.
No.
Justice will be done.
Together, we are
Oh, sorry,
strong.
no, right there. Fuck! That was bad news right now. Okay, sorry.
Let's go, goes. Oh my goodness, that was crazy. Did he get nerfed in this?
No.
Okay. Yep. Shit.
Oh shit, right here. I got it.
move to the beat.
I am not a good loser.
So like, I literally don't know where the team is.
Yeah,
We keep jumping in and getting kills, and like they're just nowhere to be found.
Yep.
Barriers on.
Okay.
Oh, come on.
It's hitting me.
I forgot that Zarya was a hard counter to Symmetra. I really forgot.
Give me another shot.
Fuck, I'm back. Oh,
They have a shield generator.
I don't know where a shield generator is.
It doesn't matter, we lost this.
Yeah, we lost hard.
Our SR is going to be like a thousand. Based on this performance, our SR is going to be like a thousand.
Drop the beat.
Come on, really?
Yes, we do, man. What if our Tracer were to find that?
Heroes never die.
Experience
Без труда,
matter.
не видишь.
We got-
Oh god, this game is atrocious.
They have a shield generator. Ready for battle.
Fuck.
You should text Jeff too. So.
That was embarrassing.
Play of the match.
Fuck out of here. Well, that's good. That's for my start.
Good times. Good times.
Continue. Sorry.
To who?
Anthony?
I don't have his number.
No, on Discord, bro.
Oh. Is he on? I
Yeah.
guess he's always on.
I'm talking right now.
I just direct messaged him. What's up, nerd?
Huh.
So no one responded.
We nothing from Matt yet. Did you check the mute button?